Hello, Storytimers, and welcome to your Friday story time. Can you believe this is our last story time together for the month of January? Next month, it'll be February, and I'm very excited for the stories I have picked out for next month. But today, we're going to finish up our space theme with one last space story. Okay, but first we have to check the gravity one more time. So we've had all different sorts of gravity this month, haven't we? There was a week where we were floating around in space. There was a week where I was stuck to the floor. But today the gravity seems okay. But let's double check it. So we're going to do 3 bounces. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm in my seat. Did you stay in your seat? Very good. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the planets behind us one last time for this month. Okay. Looks like we have 4. Can you count to 4 with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, very good. There are 4 planets on the wall behind me. But you know, there's actually 8 planets in our solar system. So we're going to talk about the other 4 in our story today. But let's talk about the names one more time of the planets behind us. So we have Mercury, the small brown planet closest to the sun. And then its neighbor Venus, kind of a yellowy orange color, right? Then we have Earth. Oh, we read a story one week about Earth, didn't we? What shape is all of these planets? That's right, they're round, like a ball. Remember that story? That was a fun story. And then we have Mars, the red planet. Okay, we're going to review all of our planets in our story today, including the 4 that aren't behind me. So let's get started with our first story today. We're going to read Planet Name Game. Ah, do you know this character? It's the Cat in the Hat. Well, today's story is by Tish Robbie and illustrated by Tom Brannon. And a big thank you to Penguin Random House for allowing us to read this story. Let's get started. One day the cat said, "Today we will fly and see all the planets way up in the sky. There are 8 planets that circle the sun. We can name them all and have lots of fun." Oh, so we should be good at this game, right? We already know 4 of them. Now we're in our spaceship. First stop is the sun. Look, here we are. Have I told you that the sun is a star? Oh, we might sing a song about stars later today. Up in the sky, it may look like a dot. When we get close, you can feel it is hot. The first planet we see is closest to the sun. Oh, do you remember which planet's closest to the sun? It is Mercury. It is the smallest one. We named one planet. Now what do? Now we blast off for planet number 2. Oh, do you remember what planet number 2 is? Can you point to it? Let's see. This planet is Venus. It never rains here. It is dusty and dry every day of the year. Oh, so it'd be like being in the desert all the time, huh? This planet is Earth. We can easily see why it is called the blue planet. It is planet 3. Oh, yes, Earth has a lot of water, right? It has a lot of oceans that make it look blue. I love this planet. I bet you do too. Now we will fly way up past some stars to the next planet, the one we call Mars. I know that Mars is the red planet, Nick said, and I can see why. It really is red. Jupiter, the cat said, is fifth from the sun. As you can see, it's the biggest one. We can see it is big when we fly beside it. The other planets could all fit inside it. Oh, Jupiter is a really big planet. It's taking up almost both of these pages. What do you think? Which planet is next? Oh, let's take a look. This planet is Saturn. We can see two things. It's the second biggest, and it has bright rings. It is the sixth planet. There are only two more. Oh, I think space is such fun to explore. Do you remember the names of the last two planets? Let's take a look. Next is Uranus. It has rings too, oh, like Saturn did. There's just one planet left to show you. This planet is Neptune. It is planet 8. We did it! Hooray! This name game is great! We named them all. Our name game is fun. We can do it again and start with planet 1. Mercury and Venus were such fun to see. Earth is where we live. It is planet 3. We named Mars and then we named Jupiter too. Saturn was the 6th planet I showed you. Uranus, then Neptune. Our name game is done, unless we play it again and start with... Do you remember where we started before we got to Mercury? The sun! The end. There we go, all 8 planets in our solar system. Now we have the names, even though we just have the 4 up behind us. And you know, instead of the ABCs today, I thought we would do another song that actually is the same tune, same notes as your ABCs. So if you know Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, we're going to do a little hand game with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to get our fists together, and we're going to be stars. And then when we have to wonder what's going on, we're going to wonder. We're going to put our hands up and rock side to side. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. And here's where we are stars. Okay, if you know Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, go ahead and sing it with me, okay? Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Yay! Very good, you guys. You guys are great singers, and I loved your stars. So thank you for joining me for Story Times this month of January and joining me for our stories all about space. I've had so much fun practicing our ABCs together and learning about the planets in our solar system with you. Next month, we'll be reading some stories all about things that are purple. So it could be markers, maybe, or crayons, or pencils, but it could also be socks. I have a favorite pair of fuzzy purple socks that I'm going to wear for one of our story times. But it might also be animals. Some of them might not normally be purple, but they're going to be purple in our story, so they'll be fun to read about. Okay, and purple is one of my favorite colors, so I'm excited about it. All right, so have a good week, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.